guys, it's Bethany from Coffee, Crime, and Cannabis. I am back to tell you a little bit more about the Jack McCullough case. I know in the last episode I told you that I did an interview with him. I have been speaking with him through email for the past few days, and he had some really good answers for me. So I'm going to go ahead and read off the email that I have with him. So I asked him if he could tell us about his time in prison. He said, I was more prepared than most inmates because of my military service. I spent the last 10 years in the Army and learned how to live with men. I learned never to show fear and to trust my instincts. If someone displays confidence, it takes away from the bad guy's plan to intimidate. I was sent to the worst prison in Illinois. The first inmates of that prison were both from the Civil War. There were tiny dungeons. I could flat-handed touch both walls, and the depth was about 11 feet. It contained a sink and a toilet, bunks. The cells were designed for a single inmate but occupied by 2 men. This prison, which was called Menard, had many violent inmates, and murder was a common event. Even staff were beaten without mercy, to include a priest during religious services. I kept a low profile and hardly ever left my cell. The yard is also a dangerous place. In that prison, I never went out. I also asked him, what was your time out of prison like now? He says, you won't believe my lifestyle now. I'm rather well off with almost no bills other than utilities. My house is paid for, and I drive a brand new BMW X3, all thanks to the people of Illinois that tried to kill me. I asked him, what do you have to say about your mother's deathbed confession? He said, concerning the alleged deathbed confession, there were 2 versions. Janet's was a lie, and Mary's contradicted Janet's. Mary and Janet were his sisters. Had my stepfather been alive, he could have corroborated that he sold my car, so it could not have been used by me to take Maria anywhere. I said, sorry if any of the questions come off as offensive. I'm just trying to ask what the listeners will want to hear. And he said, no worries, you can ask me anything. I have only one thing that I want you to keep in mind. Other people have written books about me, but they had an agenda to destroy me. They took the side of all of the liars. Finally, I asked him, did you kill Maria? He said, to all the naysayers, I won't waste my time trying to convince them they are wrong. I will say, do your research. Do you want my words? No, I did not and could not have killed Maria or any other child. I have and always will be a protector, not a murderer. So that was my interview with Jack McCullough. That's the basis of it, pretty much. He answered a few other questions, but they weren't really relevant to the case at all. So we're not sure, is he innocent? Is he guilty? Is he walking around free now, being paid to do, being paid basically to kill her because he got a settlement from Illinois for being wrongly prosecuted and convicted? We don't know if he's just walking around with money for killing someone, I am on the fence now. I'm not sure if he's innocent or guilty. I really have no clue. I know that this case is local to me, and I live in Rockford. I'm from Sycamore, which is where the crime happened, and Rockford was his alibi. He said that he was in Rockford during the time of the murder. I know that you can make it from Sycamore to Rockford in 40 minutes, but that's if you drive fast, and there were icy road conditions, so I'm not sure if he could have made it. I really don't know. And if his dad was alive, he could have corroborated that story that he had sold his car. So yeah, there is the interview. I hope you guys liked it, and we'll be back for more.